Hey, I'm Stunset. I'm a Grand Champ, and this is my road to Champion. The catch is that I'm not allowed to score. Hope you enjoy. Hey, hey, hey! What's up, Internet? Check out the sick new decal. It's called Sunsetter for Stunset. It's like Psyonix made this decal for me. And you're probably wondering about the title of the episode. I think I'm going to call it like the rant episode. But it's not going to be a rant. It's more going to be a ramble. Because I think a rant implies like you're angry. And I'm not. I just want to talk about it. But you get the decal from tournaments, right? You get it as a reward. Check it out. This is it. Oh, not here. Here it is. And so I played in a couple tournaments. And let's take a look at how I did. I'm Diamond tournament rank over here, and these two games, or these two tournaments, I played. One of them I played on stream, one of them I played privately, and then one on stream I played like in keeping with the challenge, and this one too. So where I couldn't score, and I kind of did it as like, oh, hey, look, we're in platinum right now. What do we have to look forward to in Diamond? It's like a sneak peek, you know, for the streamers or for the Twitch followers, I guess. And spoiler alert, it's not looking good, guys. It's gonna be rough. But then in this one, I just wanted the reward. I just wanted the decal. So I started scoring. So I took it. And oh man, you can't see it, but I'm cringing in my chair right now. I felt bad about it because up until now, you know, it's straight up smurfing, you know? Like there's no way around it. I was scoring on these poor diamonds and absolutely demolishing them. And that's not okay. But it's the way it is. So I kind of want to highlight Smurf, not highlight it. I want to talk about it because it's been in I don't know, in the foreground. Psyonix just banned some people for smurfing. They banned and I can't show them but because I don't follow any of these people on Twitter or whatever. But they banned some popular freestylers, I guess, because they were just smurfing and hitting clips on these poor silvers. Because they were like ranking down to silver and then playing against silvers when really they were at a grand champion level. So that's pretty shitty. But there's like, let me start with this. And I said in the last video, I don't care about smurfing. I literally don't care.
Literally, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Literally, I don't care. Literally. All right, next game.
In Rocket League. I don't care about smurfing in Rocket League because games are 5 to 7 minutes long. Let's say 5 to 10 minutes. So if you lose a game to a smurf, you waste 5 to 10 minutes. And then if you, like, let's say you play another game and you win that game just to get back to the rank you were at beforehand, taking those two games together, you lose 10 to 20 minutes of your life. And that's, in my opinion, it's borderline, I think, but it's still okay. Like, let's say you play a 1-minute game, you lose that to a smurf, and then you play another 1-minute game to get back to where you're at. At most, you've lost 2 minutes of your life, maybe less. But, and I said this also in another video, if you play a different game that's maybe like an hour long or 2 hours long, let's say 2 hours, and you lose that to a smurf, and then you have to play another game to get back to the rank to where you were, like not even rank up, then suddenly you've wasted 4 hours of your life to make no progress. And you could say, you know, there's fun playing the game or whatever, so you didn't really waste the time. But in competitive games, a large part of the fun is the winning because you're abandoning the fun of the game to make better plays. Like if you're playing a card game or whatever, you're not playing with a shit deck. If you're trying to get to the top, no, you're trying to play with the best deck you got or whatever. Or if you're playing, I don't know, if you're trying, you're trying. That's the point. Rocket League is a short enough game, or games are short enough to where it doesn't really matter. And even this tournament stuff, like if I go back here, a tournament, if you win the whole thing, it takes an hour. If you lose early, takes maybe 15, 20 minutes. But there's always another tournament. You could say that the people who deserve to be angry about it are the people who are like at the end of a season grinding for rewards. Maybe they don't have time in real life. I get that. I'm a busy guy. Most people are busy. But the people who don't have time, they're entitled to be angry. Like for example, when I was on my grind to Grand Champion, I was champ 3 and I had just won my first Grand Champ game. So I broke into Grand Champ and then I realized, shit, I need to win 9 more Grand Champion games in order to get the season rewards. And that was awful because I was constantly playing people so much better than me. And every now and then there was a smurf. I was like, oh, God. So I'd win 2 games, lose 2 games, win 3 games, lose 4 games, shit like that. And then sometimes I'd be like, oh, I'm so close. I just need to win this game just to get back into Grand Champ. Like I was always on the cusp. And then occasionally there was like I don't know if it was an SSL smurf, but like at least Grand Champion 3, Grand Champ 2, something like that. And I was firmly Grand Champ 1. So someone definitely better than me. And I was like, I didn't deserve to win this game. I'm just trying to to lose this game. I'm just trying to get my rewards. We would have won if not for that. But in the end, you can just play more games. And if you deserve to be in the rank that you want to be at, you're going to get there. But it does cost you time. Like I don't want to make that smaller than it is. But in longer games, like I play Valorant and I'm pretty bad at it. And I know a lot of people play League, like League of Legends. And those games, man, those games are 45 minutes to an hour. And if you have a smurf on their team and you're getting bodied and you just want to forfeit and get out of it, and your teammates don't want to, you can't leave. Like you can't walk away from that because they have an AFK timer and penalty. So there's 2 situations. One, you get out of the game and you get penalized. You AFK out of the game and you're like, okay, I would just like to play another game. No, you'll be put into the same game with the same smurf, except now you're down 20 points. What I don't fucking know. Or you AFK out and then you would like to start a new game, but your AFK timer is longer than the game would have gone on. So either way, both you waste more time regardless, and that feels shitty. You just get shit on by this smurf. In Rocket League, I don't think this is a big deal at all. Because there's like layers to smurfs. There's different like categories, like reasons people smurf. First of all, there's content creators, and we don't need to talk about them because I don't know. I guess technically this is content, and you're watching content. And I did it. I did it for the decal. But I guess we'll come back to it. But then there's the people who smurf just to feel better than you. The people who are toxic about it and whatever. And the best thing, in my opinion, is to just leave. Just forfeit the game. Yeah, like they got their little victory, whatever. But they've also played this game for 5,000 hours, and you've played for 100. I don't fucking know. They live a sad little life, and just let them have their little W. They might fucking need it. It does suck. It does suck. But it's the best way to deal with it. Because at the end of the day, I think they want a reaction out of you. Content creators will do it, for the clip. It still sucks to be the one in net. But the best strategy for that is to just don't play the game. Just sit there and be AFK and waste the time. Take a step back from the game. Just be on your phone, whatever. Just have, take a mental break, regain, whatever you want to call it. It's not terrible. But the toxic ones, they'll be like, what a save, what a save, what a save, when they're like musty, breezy flicking on your ass, and Let's get into the games. Okay, we're at Plat 2, Division 3. Maybe we break out of Plat 2 this episode. Okay, so I was still thinking about the smurfing conversation, so I'm a little off right now. But why I don't care so much about this series, and especially I don't feel bad about it, is because I'm still playing to the fullest extent of my ability. Oh shit, I can't score. Oh, to the fullest extent of my ability, except I can't score. So it's like, if you're playing to the fullest extent of your ability, you have a certain like rating, right? You have a certain natural peak that you maybe play at, right? And so do I, so does everybody. And if you are like if you give yourself a restriction, you still have a natural rating, just a different one. So effectively, I'm like a whole new person if I'm playing with these restrictions. And so let's say you could imagine that maybe you're diamond rank and you have a friend who's champion rank, and you guys play together on one account at the same time. You're holding half of the controller and he's holding half of the controller, and you guys play at maybe like a gold. Oh shit, I can't score. You guys play maybe at a gold level or something, and that's okay. Like, I wouldn't consider that smurfing, even though you're both not golds. Oh, hit him with a nice shot. Even though you're both not golds, like that is, you're not making your team any worse. Or another good example is, I know a guy, he's grand champion rank, but he plays with mouse and keyboard sometimes, and he's just diamond when he does that. That's just how, like, the extent of his mechanical ability, and that's not smurfing. Like, yeah, maybe he's got better game sense, but I feel like anybody could have that game sense. It's just he is mechanically limited by this hardware. He doesn't have the muscle memory that he needs. So I'd say there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with this. You know, like, I am incapable of scoring. And maybe you could argue that when I own goal, that's like a toxic thing if I accidentally score. But I don't know. I think there are I think there's sacrifices that need to be made sometimes for the content. Because otherwise the challenge wouldn't be the same, and I feel like it would be, I don't know, the video would be tainted. And I feel like most people understand that. If you play a game for someone and you're like, and they tell you, hey, look, we just put a grand champion on the other team, you're going to be mad. But if you play a game and they say, we put a grand champion on the other team, but he will never score, people would be like, oh yeah, I'll play that. And not everybody, but it's just a lot more fair, in my opinion. Ooh, didn't expect that pass. So I kind of want to talk about, like, what the motivations are behind Smurfs, because I've already said, you know, they just want to feel better than you. But it takes, like, not only does it waste your time if somebody smurfs on you, it takes time to smurf. And because of that, like, you're never going to see an adult smurfing unless they're a content creator. Oh, I'm going to leave this. Because they, like, a real adult simply does not have the time of day. You know, like, there's responsibilities. They got bills to pay. It's just not going to happen unless they're a content creator. You know, whatever. Because then the smurfing is the content, and oh, damn. But really, especially the longer games, like, the people who smurf are kids. It's just, maybe you could argue that maybe they're like a college student, or like an older teenager, like maybe 16 to 17. But the fact is, they just have simply more time to burn in their days than like someone who's just trying to improve. Like, they live and breathe that game. And I think the reason that they smurf is because they've gotten to a rank, they've gotten to I would say a higher rank, and they feel that rank is good, but they're no longer winning. Because if you reach your current rank, like your natural rank or whatever, then you should have a win rate of exactly 50%. And if you have a win rate more than 50%, you should be at a higher rank. And if you have a win rate lower than 50%, you should be at a lower rank, and you will be. And that's how the ranking system works, simply put. So at your natural rank, you have that win rate of 50%. And for some people, they don't play the game to win. They play the game, or they don't play the game for fun. Like, I play Rocket League because it's a fun game, but they play exclusively to win. Let's wait for the next game to start. And I get it, you know, like, playing to win, winning is fun, but they need, like, 50% win rate does not feel good. It simply doesn't. It feels like half the time, like, because I think winning, in my opinion, feels good, but losing feels worse than winning feels good. Like, more worse than winning feels good. So what I'm trying to say is, like, they're not equal. If you win 50% of the time and lose 50% of the time, you're going to feel bad. You're not going to feel good. So those people, they like the game, but they can't stand to lose. Not in the same way. Not in the same way that maybe you and I can play the game. They just have weak mentals, you know? Oh, I'm going to squishy this. Nice. Sorry, had to think for a little bit. And so they'll shit on someone, and that's just where they get their fun. And that's, I think, not like a good kind of fun, because you're hurting somebody, you're wasting somebody else's time. But also, you're just simply wasting your own time. It's especially, which is, again, why I don't really care so much about Rocket League. It's not hurting people. It's not hurting everybody. It's not even hurting the Smurfs so much. But in a game like Valorant or League, goddamn, to rank down an account, not only are you, the games take so long that you're not only playing for like your normal games or whatever, but you're also taking the time to lose all those games. And they're just, but it makes them feel better because they're just saying like, oh, well, I only lost this game because I meant to lose it. Suddenly losing is winning to them. And that's more okay. But really, they've lost sight of like, no, the game is fun and should be fun to play. And you should like, I think winning should be the only fun. Like they've made the losing fun by just saying, "Oh no, I meant to do it. I really this is where I get my kicks. You're all shit, but I'm less shit." You know? Ooh, nice shot. So I don't know. All of this is to say that smurfing, you can have the opinions that you want on it. I think that the freestyle should probably be banned. Because it's there. If they were smurfing on, you know, diamond level players or champion level players, I wouldn't mind so much. And I think Rizzo has a great take on this if you've seen his recent vid. But they're smurfing on silver players, and that's just like the silver doesn't know what's going on. Like when I was silver, I didn't even know that you would lose your flip in the air after a while. Like when I jump like this, right? Oh, let me get this boost first. When I jump, I still had it there, but you lose it after a certain amount of time. And I just thought you could keep it forever. And then I was confused why I couldn't a lot. Until I was like, oh, I see people flipper setting. What is this? Why do they even bother with this? And yeah, it's because of, I just straight up didn't know the mechanics. Didn't trust that guy. And it's such a deterrent to new players because they just want to play. And the counter arguments were like, we encourage dreams with our play style. We make this so that like people are inspired to play like us. But no, you don't. No, you don't. You do it for the content, which is on some level, I think it's fine. Just smurf on better people. You're already good. Just if you want to, like, I get that you want to maximize the return on the time you put in, but it's simply, I don't know. It's unfair. It's unfair, and it robs people of their enjoyment. In the end, I think there's a couple of ways to deal with Smurfs. Smurfs? I don't know. But I think the best way is to simply not engage, or to mute them, or to forfeit, or to whatever. Like if they're a toxic Smurf, just mute them, forfeit the game. If they're trying to beat you, they're like, you're already like, I guess you're giving them what they want, but ooh, what a shot. But it comes at such a less cost to you. Like, yeah, let them have the dub. They're sad individuals. If they're trying to downrank, you get a free win. So it's fine. If they're content creators, I think you should just sit there. You should just sit in net and do nothing. Because the whole point of smurfing to them is to hit their clips and to be like, oh, no, there's an opponent in this net. You know, like he could have done something. But if you don't do anything, then you are not that opponent. They can't post that clip because they're like, oh, well, my guy gave up or whatever. But really, it was just a silver. So just sit in the net. Don't even do anything. Don't worry about it so much. And I said it earlier. Take 5 minutes. Step back. You know, like regain. The world is more than just this game. Trust me. Like, do not waste the time on this game. On the flip side, there's other games I play. Oh, might get scored on here. Nice save. There's other games. I'll wait for the next game to. Anyway, on the flip side, there's other games I play, and one of those games is chess. And I'm not great at it. You know, maybe better than most, but definitely not great. And one of the things you can do to get better at chess is to solve little puzzles. So like puzzles are what free play is to Rocket League. You can spend some time in free play in Rocket League. You can play, it's like free play of chess. And the puzzles are like different difficulties, right? And I have a certain rating at the puzzles. So, but frequently I will do lower ranked puzzles than my rating and just see how quickly I can solve them. It's we might get scored on. It's that's I think super helpful because you can't. There's different play styles for any game for chess. For Rocket League is where I'm trying to draw the parallel here. So you should play against lower rated players sometimes. You should. I mean, to improve, you should play against higher rateds. That's why tournaments are great. Come in clutch. If you are like, let's say, Diamond 1. If you play in a Diamond tournament, you can play against Diamond 3s. And you won't play against champs, except for the Smurfs. But you'll know what it takes to get better at the game. Like, you know what you need to do and how... oh, wow. Completely missed that. You know what you need to do and what's possible at your rank. You know what to strive for. That, I do think, is, like... what the freestyles were saying, like we inspire people with our playstyle. It's not inspiring, but it's just you know what you need to be able to do to get out of Diamond. But sometimes I think it's good, like if you're a Diamond 3 player and you're playing these tournaments, you play against Diamond 1 players. So you play lower rated people and you know what kind of mistakes they make, what they should and shouldn't do. Sorry, now I'm kind of confused. But therefore what you should and shouldn't do, how to learn, how to punish their mistakes, how to avoid committing them yourself. So it's all kind of, the road to improvement is, I don't want to say you should smurf, but tournaments are great. You should play higher and lower rated players. Like, I think it cannot be overstated, the importance of both. So maybe we focus on the game a little more. Where this is the third game where it's 0-0. Oh, I jumped there on accident. Maybe to wrap it up, I think smurfing is bad in general, like as a concept. But I do also think there's a lot more nuance to it. And 90% of the time, that nuance comes from how, simply how much time it wastes. Oh, no. Out of your day. Close one. So it's like if you're playing a quick game, do it. Smurf. Take whatever. It's technically probably against the terms of service, but how much is the other person gonna care? If you're playing a long game, like Risk, or I don't know, yeah, chess, League of Legends. That's the new way to get out of Rule 1. League of Legends, Valorant, something like that. Ooh. Don't do it. It's unethical to smurf. Really annoying, to be honest, but... And how do you punish a smurf? Simply do not engage. Mute them online. Don't, get out of there. It's better for you. So... this concludes my talk on, how to deal with. That's coming to me. Simply get out of this situation, put yourself in a better mental state of mind. And yeah, you'll feel better for it. Whoa. On a side note, because of the diamond tournaments, and like I said, the Twitch viewers will know, but the diamonds are, I guess we're not there yet. I gotta make a diamond preamble, but it is looking rough. Ooh. You could see the difference in, I don't know, the two rankings in my tournaments, where I was and wasn't allowed to score. I think diamonds have a whole nother playstyle compared to plats and everyone else in the game. I think diamond is, in my opinion, the worst rank to be, like emotionally. Oh, we're tied, damn. Oh, we're going into overtime. So you might see me crumble emotionally. And I think it's, oh, no way, no way. But it's worth noting that, so Squishy, SSL player, pro player, it's worth noting that he did not, in fact, in his series, make it to Grand Champion. He got 1 point short. And so many would consider like, oh, you know, that's making it. But I would say that is not making it. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, well. Thought I'd have more time to talk. That might have been on me. Yeah. Ah, well. It's looking like it's gonna be a while till we're at diamond anyway. What do we leave this episode off at? Let's find out. Oh no, we were at Div 4. We were almost at a Plat 3 or a Plat 2. Well, if you enjoyed this rant, and more importantly, if you didn't enjoy this rant, if you have thoughts on smurfing, you should comment those because I would like to talk more about it. Do you consider what I'm doing right now smurfing? Is like, do you think that me not being able to score and as a grand champ in a platinum lobby, is that still smurfing? Like, I won 2 games, you know, and arguably because of me, because of my passes. Did those guys get free wins? Who could say? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Like, comment, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. If you did like it, I have so many more of these rants in the tank. I said last video that I think the future of this channel will be, not the channel, but of the series will be voice chat, and I stand by that. I'd like to talk a little more. But I figured the platinum grind is slow and it takes a while. So a little something different, 10 episode special. I guess this will be episode 11. But take it easy, guys. A little bit longer. Yeah. Smurf or don't or do or I don't know. Get good.